Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Florida Aviation Network. My name is Lori Bradner, and we are broadcasting live and in the clear from the Central Florida Aerospace Academy. We are here on the grounds of Sun and Fun at the Lakeland Linder International Airport, where we are celebrating 50 years. It's a 50-year celebration of Sun and Fun. It has been a fantastic week here. It's not too late to come out and join us. And of course, for the Florida Aviation Network, we'd like to give a big shout out and a thank you to all of our affiliates and viewing parties that have joined us this week. As always, I'm here behind the desk. I have the best job in the world because I get to meet the most phenomenal people. Our next guest, Brian DiLorenzo from Piedmont Airlines. Brian, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks for having us.
It's so nice to have you here. And I know you were here yesterday. You were so awesome. We brought you back. This is awesome. I know that you got to talk to Ben, who is our anchor host. And so I'm honored to be here with you today.
Thank you so much.
I always like to start, because this is the first time we were talking a little bit before we went to broadcast. I'd love to hear your story.
Yeah.
How did you get into aviation? What was the bug? What got you where you are today?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's great.
All right.
And everybody in aviation knows that that's what it is, a bug, right?
Yes.
Something happens somewhere along the way where once you get it, and I tell people constantly, once you have it, you might as well admit it. It's not going away. So that kind of happened to me. I was just in middle school, and I had a buddy that I had a middle school friend whose parents had a 182, Cessna 182, and I used to join them at local airport, grass strip, Sunday morning breakfast. I would fly over with them, and we would hang out and just watch airplanes, and I just soaked it all in. And when I was able, I started taking lessons. First exploring flight, went up, fell in love with it. Started taking lessons, and I had the bug. I couldn't stop. So I said, well, I'm just going to get my private. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my private license.
Right.
I got done with private. I said, I really want to fly in clouds. I'm going to get my instrument. So then I got my instrument, and I'm going to do this a little bit on the side. So then I got my commercial multi-engine, just continued from there. So, and Piedmont has kind of been a second career for me. You know, at the time I was working and, was flying on the side. And then with that commercial, I said, well, I'm going to try the airline pilot. And it was kind of a second career for me. So we'll talk a little bit about that, I think.
We're going to.
Yeah, so it was a second career for me. I came to Piedmont intending to be an airline pilot. Went to a couple of recruiting events and fell in love with recruiting. I said, that's more of my passion, actually, is getting people into the industry. I was flying on the side for a charter company, so that was kind of taking care of the bug in me. And fell in love with recruiting and been at Piedmont ever since, and now I manage the flight operations recruiting team. So
well, and we appreciate you. We have to say thank you to you, because we know that Piedmont is an absolute major sponsor, cornerstone sponsor, not only for the Aerospace Center of Excellence, for Sun and Fun, but also for the Florida Aviation Network. So thank you for all that you do. If I didn't say thank you,
we appreciate the opportunity to support these
that's
things.
awesome.
It's great for the industry.
Now, I know that when we were talking, one of the things we always hear in the industry, there's a need for pilots. There's a need for pilots. We've got pilots that are aging out. And of course, here at the Central Florida Aerospace Academy, where we're broadcasting live, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to encourage and really inspire the next generation. Can you talk a little bit about the needs and the need for captains, especially, and the hiring process? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's kind of across the industry as a whole right now, kind of shortage of captains. I mean, we can touch on the pipeline programs, extremely important. The support that we do here for the next generation, extremely important. But we have to have experienced pilots to make the whole system go. So we're really focusing on hiring captains. We've been doing a great job with it. We offer some amazing bonuses, $100,000 first day as a captain. Right?
Sign me up.
Yeah, so if you're qualified, we'll give you a number, we'll get you right in.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the bonuses are outstanding for captains. And in order to qualify as a captain, you need some experience, right? So you either have to been an airline pilot or a charter company, 950 hours of qualifying upgrade time. And again, we're really focused on that right now, just because of the need. And the experience goes a long way, right? So, and I know we touched a little bit beforehand about the career changes. For those folks who have maybe gotten out of the industry but have experience,
We're
trying to draw you back in. You know, it's a great time to be an airline captain.
And now, I've got a question for you. You know, we were talking in the green room. I think a lot of times when you hear pipeline, when you think, and I know I want to ask you a little bit about your cadet program, but when you say those words, you say career changers. Those of us that might be just a little over 40, maybe a little over 50, you know, I think a lot of us think we're too old. We think that there's no way that an airline there's no way Piedmont's going to look at me. So talk to us a little bit about that, because I think that's precluding a lot of people from exploring the avenue and maybe going into the field.
Yeah, so we get an awful lot of people come up to the booth and say that exact thing. You know,
Yeah.
I'm too old to do this. And all we care, are you capable of holding a first class medical? So the regulation says you can hold a first class medical till the age of 65.
Right.
So we'll take anybody that can hold a first class medical. We're not necessarily looking to get 20 years out of somebody or
Okay.
25 years out of somebody. Even our cadet program, we're not concerned at all about age. It's as long as you're within that regulation, we'll take you on. If we can get a few years out of experienced pilots out there, we're more than happy to take that. Coming from another airline, maybe switching careers, maybe
Right.
just kind of flying on the side and never
Right.
really thought you would be interested in being an airline pilot, we'll certainly talk to you and get you on board.
So if someone's been flying on the side, they have their hours, let's say late 50s, then they come to you. Because you say cadet program, again, for a lot of our viewers, for us, cadet, especially those of us that might be involved with Civil Air Patrol, we think student, we think young. So cadet program is open, so that person that maybe late 50s, mid 50s comes to you, has the hours, but maybe needs to build some hours. Are they eligible for the cadet program? How does that work for them?
They are eligible. So to get into our cadet program, you need 500 hours total time, and age is not a factor, right? So if you're 500 hours and you're 45, 50 years old, our cadets are not just brand new students just starting out. It's all based on that time that you have. You have to have your commercial multi-engine
Right, okay.
of 500 hours, and we'll walk them into the cadet program. So again, we don't ask somebody how old they are. We
Right.
ask, do you have the medical? If you have the medical, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so the cadet term people tend to associate that with
Right.
maybe somebody right out of flight school or somebody, you know, just starting out. That's not necessarily the case.
Now I'm interested from how long is the program? So when you talk about the cadet program, is that for building hours? How long, you know, talk us through what is that process?
Yeah, so our cadet program is a little bit unique than some of them out there.
That's because Piedmont's the best.
Yeah, we're the best.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Did you see that shameless plug?
I love it. Yeah, so, you know, our cadet program really is designed for time building. So, again, any age, you can be flying anywhere, 500 hours, commercial multi-engine. We bring you in, we give you a nice bonus, $10,000 up front, so that'll help you build some more time.
Right.
And we just kind of turn you loose. Go build your time however you want to build your time. You don't necessarily have to be a CFI. You can be doing any 135 charter
Right.
job out there, whatever you want to do to build those hours.
Okay.
You stay in our cadet program until you reach your ATP minimums, and then you have an automatic position as a first officer. No second interview. You just, as soon as you hit your ATP minimums, you come right to us. And again, we engage through that whole process. It's not, we don't, when I say we turn you loose, we
Right,
don't,
right.
we pay attention to you. We mentor you. We have weekly meetings with the cadets where they're able to network, meet the recruiters. We have different guests. We have our chief pilots come in, the training department, and we just have these virtual sessions where we keep in touch with the cadets. Once a year, we do a cadet program, cadet day in person, where we'll actually fly them to Charlotte, let them check out the sims, and part of a great program. And again, I'm really proud of our team, the way we engage the cadets.
Now you mentioned Charlotte. That's your headquarters. That's where they talk to me a little bit.
Yeah, that's our training center. So
Training
Piedmont,
center.
our corporate headquarters is in Salisbury, Maryland.
right.
We have crew bases in Philadelphia and Charlotte, and we do all of our training in Charlotte.
So that's awesome. Talk to me a little bit about, with your experiences. You know, we're celebrating 50 years. You know, what are you seeing? The changes, the past, the present, and the future. Is this the future? Do you see? Is Piedmont pioneering this for other airlines to really help with the industry shortage? What do you see as the future?
Yeah, so that's one thing I'm really Piedmont proud about.
Yeah.
Is we really.
I like how you said that.
Yeah,
Piedmont
because
proud.
that's one of our, you know, we talk about Piedmont proud all the time. So, you know, it's changing in that. I guess what I want to say is a lot of folks don't necessarily know how to get into it, get into the industry. So we're concentrating on these pipeline programs, hitting people real early on. So something like Sun and Fun, we've been coming here many years, many years. I've been with the company for 6 years. We've been coming. I've been here all 6 years. I've been here,
awesome.
And it seems to be growing. We're getting a lot of folks coming to the booth, and we want to be able to talk to them about how to get into the industry. And the future industry depends on that. So.
Let me ask you, because I know we still have Sun and Fun going today. Unfortunately, this is the last day. We're closing out the 50th celebration. If someone is interested and they want to come see you, where are you located on the grounds, Brian? Where can they come see you? Can they come to you? Can they come to the booth? Do you have information for them? Tell us a little bit, or is there a website, something that we can give to our viewers?
Sure. So here on the grounds, we're at both the career fair, which is on the main stretch here, right down from the Piedmont 727. So we have a couple recruiters in the career fair, and we're also in Hangar A42. We have a booth. We welcome everybody to come by, and sure, we have lots of brochures, but lots of cool swag too.
Oh, we love swag.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, are you also going to be? What's your next step? Where's your next stop? Are you heading to?
We'll be to Oshkosh for sure, and we do a lot of school visits and stops all along the way. Career fairs all year long. We're a major sponsor of the ACE Center over here, so we come down to the campus here on a regular basis.
That's awesome. What other schools? Where else? Do you go nationwide?
We do.
As an educator, that interested me.
Yeah.
And how would someone reach out to you to get them? Is it high schools, colleges? Where is your focus, Brian?
All the above. All
Really?
the above. Yeah. We visit a lot of high schools. We attend a lot of flight schools all around the country. So if there are any schools out there that may be interested in having Piedmont come along, we do a lot of career days and different events at all over the country. But PiedmontAirlines.com is the place to check us out. And if you are interested in having a visit by our recruiters, just reach out and we'll get you on the schedule. We love meeting people all over the country.
That's awesome. So any educators, because I know we have a lot of educators, we've got a lot of teachers that tune in and are listening. So if they're interested for their classes, high school or college professors, it's PiedmontAirlines.com.
Piedmont-Airlines.com.
Piedmont-Airlines.com. They can go on and just request.
Just reach out and we'll get it. And not only from the flight side, we have an outstanding maintenance recruiting team, dispatch, schedulers. So it doesn't just have to be pilots. Any aviation interest that's out there, we'll be happy to.
And I was going to ask you about that with the recruiting. Do you have the same programs, the cadet programs? For instance, maybe career changers that would be interested in dispatching, going into maybe they've worked in A&P and they're looking to go into the airlines. Do you have programs there for those individuals as well?
We do, and I'll touch on just a couple real quick.
Yeah, please.
The maintenance program, we have a tuition payment program, which is you can come in with zero experience and we'll pay your tuition. And your automatic job is a A&P with us once you get through.
They'll never be without work.
Yeah, never be without work. I mean, great. We're always talking about career path and progression, and that's what we're all about. We want to start you in the beginning, get you started, and offer you a job. You can stay right with Piedmont, join the family, as we say.
I love it.
Same with the dispatch. We run a school for uncertified folks that are interested in becoming a dispatcher. We run that right in Salisbury, Maryland. And we'll get you right through the school, and then you slide right into a dispatch position with Piedmont. So yeah, we have some great opportunities.
So anyone that has a passion for aviation, loves aviation, and maybe they like gravity, and that's okay. They don't want to defy gravity.
Right.
But there's one thing I love about aviation. There's something for everyone. There is absolutely something for everyone. Now, you said you've been coming to Sun and Fun, and we've been asking all of our guests. I have to ask, as we're ending the 50th anniversary, what have your impressions been? I have to ask.
It's every year it's unbelievable. Every year I come and I'm like, oh, it's a great time, and then every year I walk away saying it was better than last year. It just seems to get better every year. I mean, we as a team, we get together for the night air show, so we get to hang with all the recruiters, which are constantly all year traveling around the country. So we get to spend some quality time together. The air show is a phenomenal place to do that. If you didn't get a chance to see the air show, make sure you have to come out to Sun and Fun. It's unbelievable.
Were you there last night?
We were there. Yeah, we wouldn't miss it for anything.
No, it was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Was it? I know there were several of us that were there. Absolutely. So let me ask you. I'm also interested. What's on your horizon for the future? You're going to stay the course. You love the recruiting. What's next for you?
Me personally?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I have to ask.
I'm right where I need to be.
Okay.
I absolutely love it. I have a great bunch of recruiters. I go to as many events as I can. I mean, sometimes in a management role, you get tied up doing some of the other things, but yeah, I'm right where I need to be. I mean, my passion really is getting people started in the industry, and I don't know what else you could ask for.
No, that is awesome, Brian. And let me ask you, for anyone that is interested, one thing what piece of advice would you give? And let's do this in two groups. For the students that you see, so the students at CFAA, for our students that are part of the Aerospace Center for Excellence. Once again, we want to say thank you for your sponsorship. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for your sponsorship and your help with Florida Aviation Network. So if you had a piece of advice for our young people, and then let's touch on those career changers. Those two categories.
Sure.
What would you say to both groups? You're really a teacher's teacher. So what would you say as a recruiter to both groups? Yeah,
so start with the new folks getting into it. We get a lot of them come by the booth, and my advice is just, you can do it. Just slow down. Don't think that you have to do it tomorrow, right? So we want you to be safe.
Safety first.
Right? We want you to be successful. We want you to be professional, so don't, it's not a race to get to the end. Just enjoy the journey as much as possible. And then, of course, we always give the little things about logbooks and, pay attention to detail. That's important. Yeah. But just, we'll be here. Just slow down. It's okay. We'll get you. We'll get you going. In the career change, it's just that. It's an opportunity, and it's available. A lot of folks don't think they can do that. Yeah. If you have that passion, you want to get into the industry, you've got to pursue that. And the opportunities are there, So take a look at it. Do a little research, and we'll be here, and we'll take you. It's very, very, very possible.
And I love the hope that you gave. So as long as you've got a first-class medical, and you hold that first-class medical, and you can give 2 or 3 years, Piedmont Airlines.
Correct.
It's never too late.
Correct. Right. And we love those folks. We love the experience. Yeah. It's not too late. Don't worry about the age. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just if you're qualified to do it, take the plunge.
I'm interested. One last question, because I know we're going to have to wrap up in just a minute. Do you find that the career changers, those that actually come to you as career changers that have experience, do they serve as mentors?
They do.
Can you maybe touch on that to some of the young people?
They do, and they most of them love it. Like, they're just natural mentors, right? They have the experience, they have the wisdom of life, really, right? We want you to bring what you have with you. We don't try and put you in a compartment. We want to be diverse. We want you to bring that experience with you. We'll use you to mentor. We really. That's awesome. We're really about the family, and if we can have a good, diverse, from experience background, all of it. We want you to bring yourself and be part of the family, and the opportunity is there.
And I think this speaks volumes for Piedmont as well, because I know safety is paramount to your organization, and to have those individuals that have been through the experiences. They may have had experiences that someone that doesn't have the hours, like myself, has not had, and so the ability that they can give that guidance and give that mentorship is absolutely, it's invaluable.
Absolutely. One of our missions is a safe culture of compliance.
I love it.
So safety is extremely important to us, and that experience whatever career you were in, that experience in that career is beneficial for all that.
I think you've convinced me to join the Piedmont family.
We'll get you signed up.
I just want you to know, and we need women in aviation.
Absolutely.
So a shout out to all the women out there. We need women in aviation. So Brian, as always, I want to say thank you to you. You are a delight. Thank you for being an inspiration.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a mentor. And again, please, and we just want to say thank you to Piedmont Airlines and all that you do, not only for the Aerospace Center for Excellence, for Sun and Fun, but also for the Florida Aviation Network.
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity.
And
it's great being here.
promise me that you're going to come back, because we've got more fun in 51. I coined that phrase. You see how I did that? More fun in 51 and
We'll be
Sun
here.
and Fun.
We'll be here.
So promise you're going to come back and see us.
I promise. We'll be here.
Awesome. Well, Brian, thank you
so
so much.
much.
This has been a delight. My name is Lori Bradner. I'm with the Florida Aviation Network. We are wrapping up the 50th anniversary and celebration of Sun and Fun. It's not too late to come see us, so please come see us today. We've got beautiful weather. We've got plenty of sun, plenty of fun. We've got something for every age from 2 to 92. If you have a passion, you love aviation, you love aerospace, this is the place to be today. My name is Lori Bradner with the Florida Aviation Network. We are broadcasting live and in the clear from the Central Florida Aerospace Academy, celebrating 50 years of Sun and Fun. We look forward to seeing you here.